Hi guys, we're on to chapter 12. Notice we gave you a break for chapter 11. Chapter 12. What is the significance of Calpurnia calling Jem Mr. Jem? Now, this is a societal thing that we have to discuss. This is so terrible. We talked about this in the historical analysis video. Some of you still haven't watched it. And at this time, it was always a standard that African American people spoke to whites who they were supposed to see as superior. And when they did so, they called them Mr. or Miss or Mrs. and never by their first name only. So the fact that she calls Jim Mr. Jim, what does that mean? What does Calpurnia see Jim as now? What suddenly makes being a girl so attractive to Scout? She finds like one thing that she can be like, yeah, I can get down with that. What is it? Why is it ironic that Jem is colorblind? Now, there are two different types of colorblind. There's literal being colorblind, which means they're missing some rods, or your rods are too short in your eyes and you don't see certain colors. For men, a vast majority of people who are colorblind are red-green colorblind, which means they cannot see red or green or both. So he is that person. He cannot tell the difference between green and blue. So that tells you, okay, he's colorblind. Literally, his eyes are malfunctioning. Colorblind, here's the one that you guys might not know. Colorblind in a metaphorical sense means that you do not see another person as a race. You do not see the color of their skin and automatically place them in a box. For instance, if you are colorblind casting for a movie, that means that you do not take race into account at all. It's whoever the best actor is gets the part no matter what. Now, so how is that ironic that Jem is physically colorblind? Now, why does Calpurnia change her diction when she's at church? Can you give an example of how you do this in your own life? Now, this is called, I'll give you guys a huge hint. You might want to actually go take a look at this. It's called linguistic code switching, and I will leave it at that. Summarize the role of church in Calpurnia's community. What does church do? Because this is mind-blowing for the time period that this is being written in. It's not even written about. In the 30s, it's unheard of for white children to go to a black church. In the 60s, it was really still, oh my goodness, this was shocking. So the fact that you put the scene in it was a big deal. But what is the role of the church in the African-American community? And what are your feelings about Reverend Sykes? Because Reverend Sykes, you gotta like a man who's like, look, we need this much money so that Helen Robinson can survive. And we're going to be closing the doors. And when we get it, you can leave. And meanwhile, it's so hot in there, no air conditioning. Windows and doors are closed. So what do you think about this, man? Do you like him, or you're like, it's you tell me. It's all about your opinion, but tell me why. Summary, predict. Based on the last paragraph in the chapter, what will happen to Scout? So, little ones, what is going to happen to big old Scout? What is going to happen to her? Now, again, if you know the ending, go you, but just predict. There's nothing wrong. Just try it. I'll see you guys later. Be good.